How are you doing this morning? Welcome to Saturday morning yoga. All right, it's time to get started. It's such a beautiful day. I'm so excited to be here and so glad that it's warm. Leaving my house this morning, I wasn't sure how chilly it was going to be, but this is perfect. Feels like summer here. So we're going to have a really nice flow, really beautiful morning. And of course, we have this incredible view. I just want to take a moment to shout out Jimmy's Famous for giving us this lawn space and letting us have this class here every week. It's such a gift. And really, I'm so grateful because they usually charge like $600 for the space, but they give it to us for free. So if you want breakfast afterwards, holler at them. They open right at 10 and you can use the restrooms and everything as well. So if you take any photos, just be sure to tag them on Instagram. And my name is Amy. I think a few new faces, lots of returning faces as well. So it's so good to see you guys. Today we're going to have a really nice, well-rounded, all levels flow as usual. This is all just for you guys to feel good. So if anything isn't working for you, there's zero pressure. You're always welcome to do something a little different than what I'm saying, as long as you're not distracting the group. And I'll give you lots of options as we go through as well, ways to make things harder if that's what you want, or easier if that's what you need as well. So listen to your body, honor yourself, and we're going to have a great time. So we're going to start exactly as you are. You can sit any way that feels comfortable. You can have your legs crisscrossed or out in front of you. Let's just take a second here to get settled before we launch into movement. So I'll invite you to close your eyes and take a few really deep breaths here, in and out through your nose. Checking in with yourself today. How are you feeling? How are you doing emotionally? It's been a really charged week. So it's normal to feel a little bit depleted, a little on edge. And this is why we keep coming back to our yoga practice, is to rebalance and to refuel. So just like you have to charge your cell phone, you have to charge your own batteries too. And this is our opportunity to do that. So I want you to ask yourself what it is that you need over the course of this next hour. And how do you want to feel? And try to think of one word that describes how you'd like to feel when you leave today. Do you want to feel more energized, more awake, more confident? Maybe you want to feel strength, protection, a feeling of groundedness. Notice what comes up for you here. And then with that word in mind, let's all bring our hands to heart center. Good. And right here, as we take our last few breaths, I want you just to start to imagine an invisible shield surrounding you, a sphere, an orb made out of light. And nothing can get through it unless you allow it. That shield comes from yourself. So we're going to really work on our self-love, on our self-preservation and protection. As you breathe in, imagine that sphere expanding. As you exhale, maybe it hugs in closer towards you. Notice if you imagine any colors, any shapes, if any visuals come to mind here as you picture this sphere of energy surrounding you. It's a really nice technique that I like to use when I go into meditation, is to imagine that sphere pulsing with the breath, remembering that here you are safe with yourself, you can recharge. So let's take a really big inhale in through the nose, biggest breath of your morning so far, and then try to hold that breath at the top. And then see if you can fill up with even more air. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh that out, let it go. All right, go ahead and open up your eyes. Welcome, crew. Let's start with some movement. So I'm actually going to have you come on down to your back here to begin. So scoot forward a little bit, hug your knees into your chest. This is going to feel really nice, especially for us outside here with the sun. Let it warm your face. Take a rock side to side, massaging out your back. And wherever you are, just appreciating the beauty and the sanctuary of your space. Maybe it's your home if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, and then come on back through center. And we're going to take one hand to each knee and you're going to stir them in opposite directions. So knees go now away from each other, down, together, and then in. So tracing opposite directions, feeling your hips start to mobilize here. Notice how your leg moves in those hip sockets. And then take it the other direction a couple times as well. Out and around and up and in. We're going to be working a lot on the hips today. So just want to start to get them really mobilized, start to feel the joints lubricate. Okay, come back through center. Set both of your feet down on the ground. And then we're going to flex our right foot and cross that right ankle over your left knee. So right foot flexed. And you can either stay right here in your figure four, or you could thread your arms through and grab onto the left leg. And you're going to gently pull this whole shape in. So now feeling the stretch in the right hip, the right outer glute. You could find a rock side to side here if that feels good. Just try to keep your head down, your tailbone down, and soften your body here. Deep breaths. Noticing the sounds of the birds if you're outdoors, noticing the sounds of whatever space you're in. Good, and then come on back through center, and we're just going to switch out our legs. So you set that right foot down, flex your left foot, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Good, and you can stay there or thread the arms through. We grab on behind the right leg and gently pull the shape in. And try to keep your head down, your tailbone down. And again, we're going to find a rock side to side, leaning to the right and to the left. Try to relax your shoulders, keep your hips heavy, and notice how your hips feel one compared to the other. You probably have one that's a little tighter. Maybe it's this one. It is for me. Now, this has been really nice and relaxing, but we're going to get into some movement. So let's bring your knees into your chest once again. Give yourself a little hug. And then we're going to start to rock and roll now along the length of your spine, coming into a boat pose. But we're going to rock first a few times. So you'll kind of roll yourself up, hover for a moment, and then let yourself roll on back if that feels good. Yeah, now you could either stay holding onto your legs, or if you want a little extra challenge, you can do it without your hands. And if you want even more challenge, you could try reaching your arms up at the top. Yeah, good. Let's try a few more. This just feels so fun to me. It's one of my favorite moves from classical Pilates also. Okay, let's go one more time. And then we're going to hold our boat pose, okay? So coming into Navasana, we balance on the sacrum. Your shins are parallel. Try to lengthen out your spine. Yes, and then maybe we reach one arm off, and then maybe the other. Good job, you guys. And then maybe reach both arms up. Good, just hold it here. Open up your heart. If you want, you could straighten your legs. It's a little into my hip flexors, so I like them bent, but try to feel all your energy reaching up to the sky. One more breath in. Good. As you exhale, we're going to come into butterfly pose. So for a moment here, rock forward, feet are together, knees out to the side, and then maybe walk your hips back. And we'll take a forward fold over your feet. We'll release for the hip flexors after all of that. Good. And then we're going to roll ourselves all the way up. And then we're going to come on up to hands and knees. So we'll set the hands underneath the shoulders, knees under your hips. And here, crew, we're going to start with cat and cow. As you inhale, we lower the belly down and lift the head and tailbone. And then as you exhale, you're going to push in around into a cat. And then maybe start to add some other movements here if you'd like. You can take your hips side to side. You can stretch out your neck, kind of roll things around. Any movement that feels good, go for it. And also finding that connection here with your breath, letting yourself flow in and out with the movement as you breathe in and as you exhale. Start to feel your back loosening up here. flowing. And we'll take one final round. Go ahead, come on back into a neutral tabletop. From here, curl your toes under. Let's press back. First downward facing dog of the day. Really push the earth away. Let your head relax down. And then maybe take a moment to explore this pose. So you could bend one knee and then the other. You can shake your head out a little bit, yes and no. Anything that feels good here, explore it for a moment. I want you to really feel that strong push of your arms. So it's almost like you're doing a handstand here. And if this is ever too much, you can always set your knees down. So know that you can come to all fours. Good. Let's take a breath in here. You're going to bend your knees, look forward at your hands. As you exhale, step your feet up. Come to forward fold here at the top of your mat. So feet are hips distance. Bend your knees a lot. Let yourself droop down over the legs. And if you want, you can grab opposite elbows, maybe find a sway side to side. Let your head relax down. Maybe shake it out, yes and no. Let's take your hands to your shins. Inhale, find a flat back. So you're going to straighten out your legs and your spine here. Think of making the number 7 with your body. Good. As you exhale, bend your knees, fold it down. Let's try that 2 more times. So again, we lengthen everything out. Take a breath in. Good. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop it down. So we're warming up the hamstrings, the low back. Let's go one more time. Flat back. Gorgeous. Exhale, fold. And then let's reach the arms, come all the way up to stand, stretching towards the sky. As you exhale, hands come down to your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, take your forward fold, bend your knees. Let yourself sink down. Hands to your shins as we inhale, find a flat back. And then exhale, hands to the ground, step it back to downward facing dog. All right, crews, that's going to be like our version of a sun salutation or a little yogi warm up. We're going to start to go a little bit faster here, syncing your breath to the movements. So again, let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet, come on up to forward fold. Beautiful. We inhale to that flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Sweep your arms all the way up to stand. We exhale, hands together to your heart. Beautiful. Reach it back up, breathe in. Collecting that energy as you exhale, fold it down. Good. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, fold. This time you're going to step your left leg back, lower your left knee down to the ground. Your right foot is forward here in a low lunge. Yeah. And then you could stay down with your hands. If you need a little more support, you can also take your hands to your thighs. And then if you feel good here, we're going to reach our arms all the way up. Yes. And then maybe tilt your heart up, maybe look up towards the sky. Feel your energy reaching upwards. Feel that release. And then exhale, hands down to the earth. Right leg goes back behind you. Press back when you're ready to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Once again, take that inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet back to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. As you exhale, fold it down. Good. Reach your arms all the way up to stand. We exhale, hands together to your heart. Beautiful. Let's reach it up, breathe in. Exhale, take your forward fold. Start to feel that flow here. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale, hands down. We step our right leg back, right knee down to the earth. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Our left foot is forward. Maybe hands to your thigh. Maybe reach upwards. So again, feel yourself lifting up towards the sky. Maybe tilt back, open up your heart. As you exhale, hands down to the earth. Step your left leg back. Downward facing dog. Gorgeous. We're going to take that 2 more times. Take another inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet, come to forward fold. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Good. Reach your arms up to stand. Exhale, hands together to your heart. Beautiful. This time we're going to reach up. You're sitting back into chair pose. Keep your legs separated, hips distance. Just come into a squat. Yeah. Feel your chest opening. Feel your energy reaching through your fingertips. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Hands to your shins. Inhale to that flat back. As you exhale, we fold. We step our left leg back, left knee lowers down to the earth, right foot forward. Go ahead now, press down through that right foot, lift your arms, maybe tilt back, open up your heart, get a little deeper this time. From here, as you exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Find a twist, maybe turn to look up towards your right hand. So I want you to really push through your left foot. You have a less weight here through your arms. Yeah, feel the length through your shoulder blades, through your chest. Good. We take both hands down to the ground. And you're going to sweep that right leg back behind you, press back to downward facing dog. And then one more time, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet, back to forward fold you go. Inhale to your flat back. You exhale and fold. Let's reach the arms all the way up to stand, big stretch up. Exhaling, hands together to your heart. Once again, we reach it up. You're going to sit back down into your chair. Exhale, bend your knees. Yes. So really start to feel your legs power up here. Feel your core engage. Reach your arms up a little higher. Good. We exhale, fold from there all the way down. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Let's step that right leg back. Right knee down to the ground. Anjaneyasana. Reaching your arms. Lift your chest. Maybe find a deeper tilt back this time. Push down through your left foot. And then our right hand comes down to the earth. Find that twist. Maybe look up at your left hand. Nice job, everybody. Broaden through your shoulders. Go ahead, both hands come down. Left leg goes back behind you. And once again, we push it back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Let's take a big inhale in through your nose here. Open mouth, exhale. Let that go. Nice. And then I want you to try lifting your right leg up here into a three-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Yes, and then maybe some movement here. So you could bend your knee, you can kind of circle out your ankle, shake your leg out. Anything that feels good, go for it. Get a good stretch. And then set your right foot down and switch it out. Reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, shake it out. Again, same movements. Notice how the legs feel one compared to the other. Where do you feel that sensation of tightness? Go ahead. Now set both feet down to the ground. We're going to bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet. Come on up to forward fold. And we inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Good. You're going to soften your knees. Reach your arms all the way up to stand. As you exhale, hands come together to your heart. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to sit down into our chair pose, bend your knees, and we'll get low. Now we're just going to move the arms to begin. So we'll stay in the squat, just your arms swing back as you breathe in. And then you exhale, they come up overhead. Good. Let's try two more. So big swing back. Exhale, lift up. Now right away, we're going to challenge our balance, okay? So this time, I want you to see if you can lift your left knee up, come to one-legged mountain pose. Yeah. You can always come to just your tiptoes with your heel lifted. Try to stand taller. Good. From here, you're stepping your left leg back behind you. We're opening to goddess pose. So your heels are going to be in, your toes will turn out slightly, and then bend your knees so we're in a nice big squat. Yeah. So we just want to make little adjustments here so that your knees and toes are going the same direction, knees over ankles, and maybe you can sit down a little lower. Yeah, so we should really feel the inner thighs, the outer thighs fire up here. I like to find a little movement first to begin side to side. So feel free to join me. Yeah, a little shimmy to the right and to the left. Good. I know this is an intense one. We'll be out of it in just a moment. We're breathing. We'll get a little lower. Yes. And then from here, star pose. You're going to straighten your legs. Burst your arms open, maybe look up. And then exhale, bend your knees, come back down into your squat. Let's take that 2 more times. We inhale, stretch the arms and legs. Exhale, gather that energy in. Nice, take it 1 more time. Exhale, hold it down. Beautiful. Now a little twist. We're going to bring our hands to our thighs. So your thumbs are forward, your fingers are back, and then drop your right shoulder down so you're looking over your left. Yeah. Good, and then switch that out. Left shoulder down, looking over the right. 1 more moment back through center, maybe reaching your arms up. Good. Now we're going to straighten our legs. From here, you're going into triangle pose. So it's actually going to be towards the back of your mat. You'll turn your right foot in a little bit. Your left toes will point straight out to the side. Arms to a T, you're looking at the back of your mat now. And then you're going to reach for the parking lot and then take your left hand down, right arm up. Nice. Good, lift it up. You're coming into reverse triangle. The left arm will reach up and back. Or whichever side you're doing is all good. Awesome, bring up both arms up. Good, now we're all turning to face the front of the mat. You're coming into warrior 2. So your right foot will turn forward towards the water. Yeah, and then your left foot is now parallel with the back end of your mat. So right foot forward, left foot back. We're looking over our fingertips, and then you're going to reverse that here, right arm up and back. I know. The reason why we're kind of switching it up and facing backwards, forwards, is just to challenge your brain a little bit. So it's all good if you're getting twisty. And then take it up and over the other way. Right forearm down, left arm up and over towards the water. Nice, crew. Now, if you want to go a little deeper into this, you could always take your right hand down to the ground. That increases the stretch. Or even harder, you could float your right arm, not really using it. Use your legs, use your core more. I want you to feel energy through the top of your head. Good. Take 1 more breath in. As you exhale, we lift up. You're coming back into your warrior 2. And then exhale, hands down, step back to your downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. Let's take a big inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, once again, bend the knees. Look forward at the top of your mat. And then exhale, step or hop your feet up to the front, forward fold. We'll inhale to our flat back. And then exhale, fold it down. Good. We're going to reach our arms, come all the way up to stand. Do exhale, hands together, down to your heart. Nice. Once again, we're going back into that chair pose. Bend your knees, get low. Beautiful. So nice, long, straight spine. Weight back into your heels, back into your glutes. Once again, we just move the arms. So we swing back as you breathe in. We exhale, arms up overhead. Maybe sit lower. We're going to take that 2 more times. So big hinge back. Sweeping all the way up. Good. We got 1 more. This time you're picking up your right knee as you lift up, 1-legged mountain pose, Ekapada Tadasana. Yes, hold it strong here. Okay, we're opening up to our goddess pose. So that right foot is going to step back behind you, and then you're bending your knees to drop down. Yes, good work. Okay, so here in that goddess, you can find some movement, little side to side. Maybe sit down lower. Think about pressing your thighs back behind you. Nice. Hopefully it feels just at least a little more familiar, if not more comfortable, the second time around. Good. Let's find our flow. Come back through center. Straighten your legs. Reach your arms up. Take a deep breath in. Star pose. As you exhale, we come back down to goddess. Let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. 1 more. Filling up with air, stretching out the diaphragm. And then we exhale, hold it here. Okay, a little different variation on this side. We're going to have our right hand to your thigh. Your left arm reaches up overhead for a side stretch. If you want to go lower, you could also drop it down to your right forearm. Yeah, really reach through the side body. Good. Come on back through center. Arms up. Let's take it the other way. Left hand to your thigh, right arm up and over. Maybe you can drop it to your elbow. Yes. Beautiful, everybody. Lift it back up. Reach both arms up to the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. This is going to be my front of my mat still. And then from here, we're straightening our legs. We got triangle pose to the back of the mat. So we're going to turn our feet slightly to the right. Right foot is forward, arms out to our T. And then pull your hips back. Reach your right hand for the back of your mat. And then we TikTok it down, triangle. If you already did this leg on the other side, though, just hit the other. Yes. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. Then come on up. Reverse that triangle. All you got to do is sweep your right arm up and back. And then we're going to come back through center. Arms reach up. Warrior two to the front of your mat. Left foot turns forward. Yes. And now I'm just going to turn around so I can see all, but we're still facing now the front of our mat. Yeah. Warrior two. Okay. Perfect. Reverse that left arm up and back. See if you can bend deeper through the left knee. Stretch a little further. Yes, then carry that up and over extended side angle. Left forearm to your thigh. You're going to reach your right arm up overhead. Yes. Now, right away, feel both of your feet really gripping the ground. Maybe you're staying there, or maybe you float down a little lower. And then notice what happens to your breath. Usually we're like very focused and everything is kind of tense and you're holding the breath. I promise you will feel better if you just soften here, take a really big breath in. Yes, and then lift it back up. Good job. Coming into your warrior two one more time. And then exhale, hands down, frame your foot, step yourself back to downward facing dog. Excellent job. From here, we're going to shift forward. Let's find plank pose. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Legs are now straight back behind you, reaching energy through the top of your head. Belly button draws in. And of course, this is optional. You can always set your knees down. We're going to meet in child's pose in just a second, so you could go right there. But if you're in the plank, really just commit to it. Remember, it's just temporary. You are stronger than anything that comes your way. Remember that sphere of energy surrounding you. Let it support you here. You've got this. We'll take one more inhale. As you exhale, knees down to the ground, let's find child's pose. Toes together as you open your knees wide. Reach your arms forward. And then maybe rest your forehead down. Taking a nice slow breath here. Good job, everybody. We've made it through a good portion of the work. I've got just a little bit more challenge for you on the other side, but that was already a lot. So feeling really proud of yourselves, especially those of you that are newer. One of the keys to staying young at heart, really, and young in mind, is to stay flexible, to try new things, to keep challenging ourselves, to not get into a rut or a comfort zone. It's important to keep learning. We're always growing. We're going to take a little twist, thread the needle here. So you'll lift up a bit, slide your right arm now underneath your left, here in the child's pose, and then rotate your right shoulder and right ear down to the ground. Yeah, a little gentle twist in that child's. If you want to lift your hips up higher, go for it. Otherwise, just relax your body. Nice deep breath. Let's switch that out. We'll slide our right arm forward, left arm now underneath, rotating left ear, left shoulder down to the earth. And again, letting yourself soften here. Returning back to your breath. Feeling that sense of calm that it brings. Let's come on back through center. Both arms reach forward. And you can always hang out in that child's pose if you like. Otherwise, we're going to try that flow one more time, a little faster. So when you're ready, we're going to make our way back up, downward facing dog. All right, take a big inhale in through your nose here. And then open mouth exhale. Let that go. Okay, we're going to add on just a little bit here. So now, as you inhale, lift your right leg up, come to three-legged dog. I want to challenge you to get your legs straight and either point or flex your foot so you're really lengthening. Good. We're looking forward. First, step into crescent lunge. Bring your right foot through between your hands. It's a square, basic, classic standing lunge here. So our hips are forward, arms are reaching up, feet about hips distance. Good. Your right knee bent, left leg mostly straight. We got a little baby bend in that knee. Okay, so we're inhaling here. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Good. One more time, lift up. We're going to take that hinge to step forward into our chair. Arms go back, step forward with that left foot, and then sit low, reach your arms up overhead. Good. Holding chair pose, top of our mat. Beautiful. Now, arms go back. We return to our flow. You're going to lift your left knee up, one-legged mountain pose. Left knee lifts. From here, we open to the left side of your mat. Goddess pose. Heels in, toes slightly out, and then bend your knees, come into that squat. Beautiful. From here, one time, straighten your legs, star pose, arms reach up. As you exhale, returning to goddess, bend your knees, find that squat. Good. Now from here, we're going to straighten our legs, reach your arms up. It's triangle to the back of your mat. So left foot is your focus. Right foot turns in a little bit, arms out to the T, face back, and then pull your hips back, reach your left hand down, right arm up. Yeah. Nice, everyone. Let's lift that up, reverse triangle. Your left arm lifts up and back in a nice side stretch here. Legs are straight. Yeah, reach both arms up. Now we turn to face the front of your mat, warrior two. Toes rotate and then bend your right knee. Yeah, so feel that strength through your arms, through your legs, and then reverse it, reaching the right arm up and back. Maybe bend deeper through the right knee here. See if you can stretch further. Extended side angle, right forearm to the thigh, the left arm reaches up overhead. Nice. And just like before, if you want to go deeper, maybe that right hand down, maybe you just focus on breathing here, feel stronger. You're going to lift back up. Let's find your warrior two. Okay, final thing here, look forward. Step your left foot back up to meet your right. We come into our standing position here, Tadasana mountain pose. Okay, just for a moment, reach both arms up. Let's take a little side stretch. You're going to grab a hold of your right wrist, lean over to the left. Yeah. And then we'll carry that the other way, up and over, grabbing a hold of the left wrist. Beautiful, lift it up. Okay, one more time, sit down into your chair. Final challenge I have for you guys is going to be our standing figure four balance. So this is a little bit more like a level 2 move, I'm not going to lie. So if you want to skip it, you can, but I'm going to challenge you. Maybe you can try it. Arms go back. See if you can pick up your left knee, one-legged mountain pose. Now we did this move lying on our back. You're just going to flex your left foot, cross it over your right knee, maybe hands through prayer. You could stay here. This is kind of like a little tree pose. And then maybe you sit down into that squat, you pull your hips back, you bend your knees to come into a figure four with your legs. So it's definitely a balance. It's also a big hip stretch. Yeah, nice, everyone. Way to try it. Even if you've never done this before, just seeing what's happening here, how you're feeling, embracing whatever happens. Okay, let's come on out of it. That was really good. Go ahead and shake it out. Nice job. Challenge and flow today, so good work. Let's go round two. We lift both arms up. Exhale, take your forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Let's step back to downward facing dog. Okay, crew, this is going to be your last burst of effort. Then we really slow things down from here on out. So let's take a big inhale in through your nose. Maybe open mouth exhale, yogis, let that go. Okay, remember how strong you are. Let yourself power up. Use the charge of your own energy, your own internal battery. You've got what it takes. Let's lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Now maybe get it a little straighter. Point or flex your foot, maybe lift higher. We step forward first to crescent lunge. So your left foot will land between your hands. Take your time. Come on up to stand. It's like the standing version of the low lunge we did before. Let's reach both arms up. Good. Root down through your left foot. Deep breath in. As you exhale, one time here, you find a hinge forward. You decide how low you go, but sweep the arms. Okay, we're going to lift all the way back up. We're stepping forward to chair pose with that motion. So you find your hinge, look forward, step your right foot up to meet your left, and then sit low in your chair, arms reach up. Yes. Okay, one more time, arms go back. Let's pick up your right knee, one-legged mountain pose. Left foot down, right knee lifts. Good, stand taller. And then you're opening up to goddess pose to the right. Right foot steps back, heels in, toes out. Get nice and low in that squat. Yeah, and then maybe some movement side to side. Good, deep breaths. Yeah, one time here, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Deep breath in. Good, exhale, sink back down into your squat. Okay, we're opening to triangle to the back. So we straighten the legs, arms up. Rotate your toes a little bit to the right. We're looking at our right foot, arms out to the T. Pull your hips back, reach your right hand forward, and then stretch it out. Drop your right arm down to your leg, left arm up. Think energy in all directions. Lift up to reverse triangle. Your legs stay straight. Your right arm will reach up and back. Yes, nice. Then let's turn to the front, both arms up. Right foot in, left foot rotates. Bend your left knee. Yes, perfect. And then reverse that left arm up and back. And then extended side angle, left forearm down, right arm reaching up overhead. Again, energy in all directions, through your head, through your feet, through your arms. Feel that stretch. Good, lift it back up, find your warrior two. Nice. Now we're gonna look forward. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Come on up to stand. Okay, shake it out for a second. Our final challenge here, grand finale of the day, one last standing chair pose, figure four. Okay, so we're gonna sit low first in our chair. Let's reach our arms up. Just like before, we're gonna sweep the arms back. As you exhale, right knee will lift up. So make sure you got a good foundation through that left foot. Right knee will lift. We flex the right foot. And then maybe cross your right ankle on top of that left knee. So just hanging out right here, already really hard. Yeah, you could stay there. Otherwise, maybe sit back into your chair. So you're pulling your hips back. You bend your left knee to drop into this little squat. Yes. Big balance challenge here. Try to find one spot to look at. Focus your gaze on that spot. Sink a little lower. Take one more breath in. And then exhale. Come on out of it. Whew. Shake that out. Okay, hips. Good work. Feeling them now. Let's take one final deep breath in. As promised, you exhale. Come on down. You made it through all the hard stuff. Now we take it easy. Let's inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold it down, hands down, step your legs back. If you want to go through plank pose, go for it. But I'm going to encourage you just to go back to child's pose when you're ready. Toes together, knees wide. Take a moment to feel that release through the back, the shoulders, and the hips. If it doesn't feel comfortable for any reason, you can sit up. Nice choices, everybody. If you'd like to grab a sip of water, this might be a good opportunity too as well. And returning back to your breath, notice how you're feeling. There's a lot of movement, a lot of challenge for the brain and the body, right? Facing different directions, doing things that I haven't taught in a while. And this is why it's so important for us to keep trying new things. I've been reading a book called Ikigai. It's really interesting. It's a kind of about like the Japanese version of Dharma or your purpose. In yoga, Dharma is your life's calling, your purpose on earth. And one of the things that it mentions in order to stay young is to be able to get into a state of flow, which we yogis know very well. It's that point where you're not really thinking about anything except the present moment. It's what happens when you meditate and often when you take a yoga class. But it's been shown that getting into that state of flow is really helpful for keeping our brains healthy and young. And part of the key in order to get into flow is to challenge ourselves a little bit. A task can't be too easy or we'll get bored. So reminding ourselves that it's a good thing to grow. It's a good thing to not always know everything or to be an expert or to feel foolish sometimes. These are all wonderful things because it shows that we're still alive, we're still growing. We're just like plants, we're constantly expanding our roots. Because if we're not growing, then we're certainly not living, right? Let's take one last deep breath in. Maybe an open mouth exhale. And then I'm going to invite you to come on up to sit. So I'll have you bring your feet around in front of you. We're going to have both legs out straight to begin. You could flex your feet or just have them in neutral. But we're going to take our forward fold here. So we'll reach both arms up. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, take a little fold for your feet. I like to have them flex. I just feel more through the hamstrings that way. But all that does when you move your feet is really just change where in your hamstrings you're getting the stretch. Play around with that. Notice where you feel it. Try to pause there. Relax your shoulders. And then slowly come on up. Let's take your right leg, it'll be your mirror. You're going to cross it over to the left of your left leg. Yeah, let's take a little twist here, stretch through the spine. So you're going to bring your right hand behind you. Your left hand can come to your knee, or you could hook onto it with your elbow, really whatever feels good. And I want you to try to focus on the twist more from the base of your spine rather than your neck. Let's do a little counter twist over the left shoulder. Turn to look the other way for a moment. Stretching up taller, feel your sit bones rooting down to help you lift up through the top of your head. Come on back through center. Let's take that right foot into your inner thigh, knee out to the side. You're going to reach your left hand for your left foot. Right arm sweeps up and over for a side stretch. Yeah, get into your ribs, the side body. This is one of my favorites because it does a lot. It stretches out the whole side down into your low back, and we're also stretching out your left leg, your hamstrings. Good. And then lift all the way up. It's kind of a little fun move. You're going to take your right hand behind you. We're going to roll onto your right knee and sweep your left arm up to help you lean back and open up your chest and your hips. Just kind of like freestyle fall backwards into it. And then carefully lower yourself back down to the ground. Good job. Lean back so you can straighten out that right leg. And then we'll take your left foot and cross it up and over to the left of your leg. Yeah. Let's take that twist over your left shoulder here. You can hook onto your knee with your elbow or your hand if you'd like. And deep breaths into the base of your spine. We want to feel the ribs expanding to the right and left. Let's rotate over the right shoulder for a moment. Look the other way. Good. And then we come back through center. Left foot now into your right inner thigh. So your knee opens out, right leg is straight, right hand down, left arm sweeps up and over. Good. So breathing into the ribs all the way down to the outer hip here. Feel yourself expanding. Then we lift up. Your left hand will come back behind you. A little funky move here. It's kind of like a kneeling wild thing. So we're going to bring the right arm up and over and lean back. Just a nice stretch through the side body, through the chest, the hips. And then lower yourself carefully back down. And then we're going to come to lie down on our backs once again. So scoot forward. Make sure you got plenty of room. If you need one last sip of water, go ahead and grab it. And then we'll bring our knees into our chest. Take a moment here just to rock side to side again, welcoming in this chance to rest once more. Then we'll stretch out a little bit further here. So we're going to take both feet down onto the ground. This is called a half happy baby pose. Bring your right knee into your chest, and then you'll reach your right hand up and see if you can grab the pinky toe side edge of your right foot. If that's feeling a little too hard, you could also grab down lower just behind your right knee. And then we're going to move the leg over towards the right shoulder and kind of pull down so the knee is coming down towards the earth. Should hopefully feel a stretch through the right inner thigh and the hips and the groin there. Your left leg could stay bent, or if you want more, you slide it out all the way straight on the ground. And then you can kind of play around with that right leg. So you could bend it, you can move side to side. Yeah. Try to keep your left leg nice and heavy on the ground, whether it's straight or bent. Yes, so we're feeling the stretch through the inner thighs, the hamstrings here. And you try to relax through your shoulders, through the top of your head, letting everything in your upper body be heavy. Okay, and then bend your right knee, bring your knee into your chest. We're going to take a supine twist here. So right arm goes out to the right. Use your left hand to guide your knee across your body to the left. And then from there, you can turn your head to look over towards your right hand into a twist. You can either keep your left hand on your knee or you could open it out to the side as well. Beautiful. Let's slowly roll it back through center. Set your right foot down onto the ground. Bring your left knee in. Let's take half happy baby pose here. So we're reaching now left hand up for your left foot. Try grabbing the pinky toe side edge, the left side of your foot. And then we bend the knee so your knee comes towards your left shoulder. And then maybe you're hanging out there. Try to relax your hips. And then maybe slide the right leg out straight. That increases the stretch a little bit. So just be gentle, be mindful of that. And then maybe some movement through the left leg. I am very tight in my inner hamstrings and inner thighs, but if you can like straighten the leg out to the side, go for it. You can find a little movement through the hip joint, just like we did at the start. And then again, try to anchor down your right leg. So either your foot or your whole leg is heavy on the earth here. Good, and you're breathing deeply. Keeping your shoulders soft. Let's take it into that twist. We bend the left knee into your chest. Hug it in. And then everyone straighten your right leg down on the ground. Then left arm goes out to the left. Your right hand will guide your knee across your body over to the right. And then maybe turn your head to look over to the left. Nice and loose and lazy here in that twist. So we're not holding on to any tension. You're fully relaxed. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, slowly roll it back through center. Last thing I'm going to have you do is stretch your legs, reach your arms overhead for a good morning stretch. Yes, you're reaching from your fingertips all the way down through your toes. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, and release your arms by your sides. We're going to set up for our final resting pose, your Shavasana. So I want you to get comfortable, get settled. You can walk your shoulder blades underneath you, maybe wiggle your hips out a bit longer, letting your eyes close. If you need to grab sunglasses or something to cover your eyes, go for it. And then slowing down your breathing here. Noticing how it feels after all that hard work to finally let yourself rest, to soak up these benefits. Letting your body be heavy. Take these last few deep breaths and then allow yourself to fully let go. If nothing to worry about, nothing to think about, your only responsibility is simply to relax, to enjoy a bit of rest. So I'll let you know when it's time to get up. For now, enjoy your Shavasana.
Slowly start to deepen your breathing. And before you get up, just thinking back to the intention that we set at the start. Remind yourself how you want to feel as you head into the rest of your weekend. And then start to wake up the body with some movement in your fingers and your toes, circling out your wrists and ankles. And then take a good morning stretch, reaching your arms up overhead. And then taking your time, we're going to start to make our way up to sit. Nice and slow, pressing yourself up. And we'll finish sitting anywhere that feels good for you. One last time, let's bring our hands to heart center with your palms touching. We're going to take a really big final inhale in through your nose. Try to hold your breath at the top and see if you can fill it with even more air. And then open your mouth as exhale, sigh that out, let it go. Getting ready to have a beautiful rest of your day. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Thank you, yogis, so much for being here today.